Starting is for losers. Just never start. Just always quit. You know.
Yes.
See,
Exactly.
you got the right idea. Just don't even start it. Just lose.
Well, too late. I already did.
Oh, already
Yeah.
lost. Why?
Yeah. I already started it.
Oh. Yeah, are you excited for your proctored?
No. Don't tell me about this.
I'm sorry. Okay. So his nomination currently. Well, apparently this is actually his second nomination, as far as I know. The same guy did it twice,
Yeah.
but
But
no one else seems to agree very much on
so
what's happening.
what I think we should do is look at because Barack Obama earned that trophy, the
He did
Nobel Peace Prize.
for
So
whatever.
we should look at how how long was he in his presidency before he earned that?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was only 3 months, which would be around 100 days.
Yeah, he got it pretty fast
Mm-hmm.
for some reason. Okay, I guess we can just do the Google.
Yeah. I'm pretty
All right.
sure he earned it in like
When did
100
he
days.
get the Nobel Peace Prize? In 2009.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. October. Wait. Announced the award. Nuclear non. Okay. He accepted the award December 10th, 2009.
So that's about
Let me.
a year.
Let's
Yeah.
see. When did it actually start? January of 2009.
Yeah, so a year.
About 10 months.
10 months. Okay. So what did he do in those 10 months?
All right.
um
So this claims it was a nuclear, whatever this even is. The
yeah, that's a
spread of
lie.
nuclear weapons. Oh,
If that's the case, then like almost every president earns that, I think.
well, it was the opposite of spreading nukes. It was non,
Nuclear deterrent of nukes.
something like that, whatever. It was no, his promotion of that promotion, as in meaning he said some stuff that, yeah, didn't actually do anything. New climates and international relations fostered by Obama, especially in reaching out to the Muslim world. The Muslim world sounds familiar, like something recently. Hmm.
Pretty sure we also attacked the Muslim community when he was
We
in
did.
office, but you know,
No, we did. We did. We're pretty hard, I might add. We're not gonna talk about that right now. That's not important. He's the fourth president to win the Nobel Peace Prize. When did Roosevelt get it? He was the first one. How long did it take for him to get it?
I actually have no idea how long it took him to get it.
I know.
I know he earned it.
Oh, I know for a fact that he earned it. This man was a freaking war hero and a cowboy. Was a great guy. Okay. He got his Nobel Peace Prize in 1906. He was it was during his second term that he got it.
Yeah.
He was in office in 1901. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Oh yeah, still 1901. But wait, hold on. Oh, wait.
What?
Was Roosevelt a vice and then his president died? He was the 25th vice
Mm,
president, and he became in office in March of 1901.
let's see.
Oh, it was McKinley.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense. Because it
Yeah.
said that he was the 26th president and started in September of 1901. So yeah, something would have happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. But
Uh,
it took him about 5 years to get his. It took Obama 10 months. This was, a
yeah.
bit ago. More than 100 years ago. Oh,
All right.
whatever.
And now we have to think of all the things Trump did in office comparatively to Obama, right? Because that's who they're
Mm-hmm.
basing off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also, because Obama earned it in 10 months and said some
Trump's,
things. That was
yeah.
that was it.
Yep.
Obamacare, I think that might have went in, but that
Wasn't good
sucked.
though.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Wasn't exactly the
Um,
best thing in the
what
world.
all has Trump done? Let's just
Let's
he
see.
signed a peace treaty.
Orange. Um, he's got gray hair.
Uh, economic
Hmm.
deal with Canada and Mexico.
Yeah, those people don't
Uh,
matter anyway.
they kind of do a
No,
little bit.
it's only our top hat, and I don't even know what Mexico is.
The boot.
Lovely people. Nah, we're the boot. Wait, no, we're the torso.
Hmm.
Whatever. Okay, I'm getting off topic.
Um, signed a lot of legislation. He has done that.
Fair.
I can't tell you every single one because there's a lot.
He's made more jobs.
You know, economically.
Yeah.
Well, until COVID, but yes,
The
before COVID, yes, he had
I'm I'm kind of just
ten
reading.
percent. Was it 10% increase? Actually, what did he get nominated for? Actually, that's a like because
Oh,
you get nominated for it. What was the reason for that nomination?
Nobel
Because I mean,
Prize.
that might also have something to do with it.
Let's see.
Are following another story.
He was nominated for his role in the deal between the United Arab Emirates and Israel. Yeah,
So the peace treaty,
yeah, which is kind of what I thought
which
it was.
I think that's good.
Yeah,
I mean,
for right now, at
that's a
least.
very that's a big peace treaty.
It,
Not
it,
gonna
it
lie.
really is. They've kind of been battling for a little bit, just a little bit though.
So let's see. What's all the pros of that peace treaty? We can take people out of
Less
those
people in
places.
Israel and UAE are dying.
Um, maybe trade might happen. Who knows? Trade might happen. So like support stuff might come in for them,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But also like they might give us passage and stuff through their land, which is quite nice
Hmm.
for other things. And then I don't know what they would trade with us. Oil. I don't know what they have in there. But what is there in? Is it just? I think me thinking it's just desert.
Yeah. I think it's a little
So
more than desert, maybe. I don't know, I've never been out there. I don't plan on going out there.
no. Um.
I'm reading up on it.
So yeah, what is in Saudi Arabia?
What's in Saudi Arabia? Sand, I think. A lot of it. Camels,
Hmm.
probably. It's a peninsula.
Water.
Mhm. Nah, not maybe. Yeah, I guess they have some water.
Around the edges.
Yeah, around the sides. In the middle, not so much. Let's see. Promises to establish normal relations between the two countries. These include business relations, tourism, direct flight, scientific cooperation, and time full diplomatic ties at the ambassadorial level. The Emirates.
Why would someone want to go there?
I don't know
Tourism.
exactly.
Who would want to go there tour?
Let me look
Who
it
would want
up.
to tour?
What?
It's like, hey, honey, where do you want to go? Saudi Arabia for our
The
honeymoon.
United Arab Emirates. Yippee.
That makes sense.
Let's see. It has rocky desert wetlands, waterless mountains, and a coastline that stretches along the Gulf of Oman, and the Persian Gulf. Prior to the discovery of oil in the mid-20th century, the UAE's economy was based primarily on fishing and pearl industry. What's special about it? It's unlike almost any country in the world because of its incredibly high number of immigrants. Ooh. Dubai is one. Wait. Oh, that's where Dubai is at. Oh. Okay, that helps.
Mm-hmm.
That helps a lot. But it's one of the most diverse international cities in the world, therefore, which makes it truly unique. Yeah. Okay,
There's
I can.
nothing there in Dubai. It's
You
just
sure?
like a few. It's just a massive tower in the middle of the desert.
you got the Burj Khalifa. Wow, that's
All it is the tallest tower in the world, surrounded by really, really small towers in the desert.
you're honestly not wrong. Like honestly,
Like,
just look at this. Just look at that.
yeah.
What is
See,
this?
like really tall tower, small little towers, and desert. That's all it is.
This is nothing. What is this? So boring. I mean, it's still pretty. I mean, at night it's really pretty because you got it looks kind of like Las Vegas with all the lights. I mean, it's still the tallest tower in the world.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you would go there. I think that would be the only place to go.
That's fair. I mean, it looks
But
nice
like,
enough.
yeah. Just, yeah, I don't think going to Dubai would be on my list of things to do. No.
I don't think so either.
Unless you're rich. If you're rich, sure, go for it.
Yeah, why not?
Because get a little penthouse in the tallest tower that will cost
Now,
more money than I'll probably ever own.
I'll take it. Indoor ski resorts inside of a mall in Dubai. All this is Dubai, by the way. I looked up interesting things like attractions inside of UAE, and all of it's Dubai. Because there's nothing else except for Dubai. Okay, we're getting off topic so fast. Okay,
Yes.
what's the topic at hand? Trump nomination things go. All right. I'm still kind of reading up about the Abraham Accord, which is the peace treaty between them, just kind of see what exactly is going on and good things at least. Let's see.
Well, it's a peace treaty, so I would hope it would be good things.
Yeah, you'd hope.
Yeah.
Israel is set to participate in Dubai's World Expo in 2020, which is now scheduled to open in October 2021 due to COVID. Surprise, surprise. Okay, cool. They're including things. It's almost like Israel is that kid at the playground that no one likes to talk to and no one wants to invite to play with them. But now everyone's like, all right, you can come. You know, you can come swing with us or something. I don't know.
Here's my thinking. Since you just got this peace treaty, do you think other like places in
Yeah.
Asia or stuff will want peace treaties with the United States now? Or will it help boost?
I'd probably say yeah. I mean, I don't really see why not.
I mean, well, actually, if our peace treaty goes well, that's also
That's fair. The treaty does have to
That's
go
fair.
well for it to actually mean anything.
But I think if it does, that might make surrounding countries, nations, whatever you want to call it, more open having a peace treaty with the United States,
Yeah.
which would be nice.
I mean, who
But
exactly are we not like friends with? I mean, I know like the big countries, China and stuff, don't really like us, but they don't matter.
China doesn't like us, but they still have to trade with us. So
Well, what are they gonna do? I mean, we have all our debt with them, but what are they gonna do about it? Just tell us they want the
nothing,
money?
because
We have bombs. They know that. It's not gonna work out real well.
they have bombs.
But we have more. And we are
That's
feared.
fair.
No, they'll
That's
die.
fair. We do have more, but you only really need one.
Yeah, but you know, they wouldn't. Hopefully, in this world, no one is that dumb. Nuke the world into a freaking fallout. But
Kamala Harris.
that's fair. Kim Jong Un might as well, if he had more than like 2 nukes, because he has nothing. I think their navy is like what, like 5 ships. North Korea is a slight joke.
They have more. Now you're talking about ships that can actually fight.
Yeah.
They have like 5. They have a lot of patrol ships, or like little tiny like speedboats, I guess, to like get people that are like escaping.
Yeah.
They have those. Those don't do much.
No, they did not.
See a carrier come in, and then you just see like 100 tiny little boats coming at them, and you're just like, "What is this?"
It's like they use like little pirate ships that Somali uses. The little fishing boats coming to attack like a giant freaking U.S. Navy ship. It'd be terrifying.
You have Canada, who still uses pirate ships, colonial ships from
we don't
1800s.
We don't talk about Canada. They don't do war.
What are you gonna do? Shoot at us? Shoots at you. It's a cannonball.
It's just like a Molotov. Okay. How might this affect Israeli-Palestinian relations? Okay. Palestine just doesn't want anyone to have anything good, do they? Despite the apparent Israeli promise of halting annexation, the Palestinian leadership rejected the accord and recalled its ambassador from Dubai. Palestine, can they just stop? Why do they hate everything?
I love how they called their ambassador in Dubai. Palestine.
From the perspective of Palestinians and their supporters, the agreement reflects bad faith on the part of Israel. Wasn't Palestine like bombing them like 3 days prior, or just for the last few years? And they're the ones saying that this reflects bad faith on Israel and the UAE. I don't get Palestine. They just don't like Israel, and then Israel's like, hey, we're having peace with this other country. Can you, like, chill? They're like, no. That's not how this works.
So here's the thing, though. Now they can't do anything, because if they did, then the
Honestly,
US has to get involved.
Yeah. Also, wait, actually, how big is UAE anyway?
UAE, I think it had... let me take a guess. 100... and
not very
52.
big.
62.
We're talking about that. Population of 9 million. 9 points.
Dang.
6.
Way off.
It's also a little weird because it's kind of off. Like, it's underneath Saudi. So, like, Israel's all the way up here in the northwest, and of the peninsula, and then UAE is like in the other side. Oh, hold on. It's kind of like your
Yeah.
UAE is in the bottom right, and Israel. And they're really far away from each other. I wonder what issues they were like. What was the issues behind what was happening anyway? I mean, Palestine's close to them.
Power. They want power. That's
That makes sense. Tel Aviv. I got a DM, but I don't know who it was from. Was it you?
I didn't send you anything.
Okay.
Um,
But okay.
After getting sidetracked, yes, Trump, we believe, should earn it. So, you know who really should get it?
Biden sucks. What?
The person in charge of making sure the COVID-19 vaccine comes out before the election. That person deserves the Nobel Peace Prize.
Sure, that's not happening. Or it might come out, but no one's gonna hear about it until next year. They don't want us to know.
All the doctors are like, go get your flu vaccine. I'm like,
no.
If the flu vaccine helps you from getting COVID-19, then why are we getting a vaccine?
I mean, in that case, I've already had the flu, therefore I'm good. Screw it. I think I've had the flu vaccine like once in my life, and it was because they kind of made us.
Just a thought. Less people have died from COVID-19 than the flu. So
yeah, it has the same effects as the flu. It's like, you know, COVID affects old people and people with already existing health conditions, like the flu. I'm just getting sick of this. Everyone's just blowing this crap out of proportion, but this happens every time. This happens every time there's an election. Maybe not exactly to this scale, but I mean, Ebola happens. Remember Ebola? That was a big thing during one of the elections. It died out fast.
Especially if we only had one person with it.
Yeah. But it obviously didn't spread nearly as fast as this does. I mean, COVID, if you think about it without just actually thinking about it, it'd be scary. Just thinking of a virus that just came out of freaking nowhere and just spreads like wildfire through the entire world. It's straight out of Plague Inc.
Also, I found it funny how I'm pretty sure Kamala Harris said this.
I hate this.
Yeah, no, like I'm 99% sure she said this because I remember someone from the Democratic Party saying this, and I'm pretty sure it was her. That Trump is not qualified to lead like Barack Obama was, because Barack Obama, unlike Trump with COVID-19, was able to stop Ebola from spreading in the United States.
I read that. I heard her say that too. Yeah. I was like, okay, actually, I heard that while listening to Ben Shapiro. I was listening to his podcast, and he said that she said that, and then he was just like, "What? Are you stupid? Ebola had nothing. It was nothing compared to this. I mean, he had a lot to deal with. Obama's like the freaking golden child compared to Trump. That's just.
His wife did more during his presidency than he did, but you know.
Yeah, and even then, she ruined school lunches. I mean,
that is fair.
I wouldn't know because, you know.
I mean, to be honest, they sucked beforehand, but
yeah, but apparently a lot of
now.
I've heard a lot of people who are older who had actually ruined it.
Oh, yeah. What
Yeah.
sucks was you're not allowed to leave school anymore. Like they're making it to where you're kind of like in prison.
Oh, basically, yeah.
So you can't leave. Yeah, you can't leave for lunch, which my like freshman and sophomore year I could do. But I left during my senior year, but that was because I only went for half the day. So
That's fair. I mean,
yeah, it was not fun. Oh, and the school lunches are overpriced as can be.
yeah, I would just
And
bring like a
oh,
like a cheesesteak
and
and be done with it.
teachers have to pay the same price. They don't get it for free. As so dumb.
So the government gives them absolutely no money, and in return, they give them crappy money or get crappy food for high prices with their
Yeah.
already low income. Good job,
Yeah.
government.
A lot of teachers I've met like either bring their own food because they don't want to have the cafeteria food because one, it's trash, and two, it's expensive.
Yeah.
And or people like will bring food for the teachers. Like I think Chick-fil-A did it like 2 times or something. But
Good.
Dickies did it. I remember that.
And one of the things that kind of
Yeah.
confuses me is like it's like teachers in high school get paid nothing government wise, but if you are a government run college, they get bank. Like I knew someone who worked at 2 different colleges as a professor. One was OTC and one was Evangel, who got paid more.
Oh yeah. No, college
It
you
was
get paid way more.
oh, well, OTC paid her so much more than Evangel ever did, and it's just bizarre.
That's because OTC gets funding.
Yeah. I mean,
A lot of
well,
funding.
Evangel is private. That's
I
why.
know. That's why.
But I was just saying
Because
that.
OTC free is like the thing is that they get state funding, which not very many colleges get around here, and
That's
they
fair.
get tuition, which most people get it from like the A+ or whatever, so they automatically receive that money,
Hmm.
which means that no one's in debt, which helps because then OTC gets the money like immediate instead of having to wait 50 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one way to do it. But yeah, also professors get way better benefits.
That's
Uh,
fair.
you teach there for a certain amount of years, your kid gets free college or extremely reduced college. Um, you don't have to like be there all day. You can leave when you're done with teaching your classes.
That's so much better.
Um,
I've also heard that professors are a lot more. Well, they're cooler, and I guess it depends on the one, but I heard they're a lot
I don't
more.
know. My teachers,
Friends.
like some of them are interesting and fun, and then some of them are boring and you want to fall asleep. But
I guess that's fair. I mean, I did a few OTC classes. They were online classes and stuff, and oh no. I mean, I had some teachers who I could obviously tell that they were tired and just wanted to be done, and maybe death. I had a math teacher who just never taught anyone anything. He said, "Hey, here's the book. Here's work. Do it." Never told us anything. I'm like, "Well, that's a job I can do. Type a few things. Tell them to do some freaking work. Yeah, just start rolling in cash after that. Like, are you kidding me?" My government teacher
yeah.
was, I don't know. I finished the government. It wasn't bad. It was interesting, I guess, but it was annoying. And at the beginning, they said, "Oh, type something or like about yourself, 2 things about yourself," and then reply to someone else.
How was your government teacher?
I do not remember.
Hmm,
I'll have to look again.
okay.
But it was a lady.
Oh, okay. I have a man.
But
So,
yeah, actually, mine was. It was online classes and stuff. It was just some.
um,
It was just dual credit crap. So
yeah, yeah. So, also, since we kind of got away from the Trump nomination,
yeah,
I think we both agree that he kind of deserves it, at least more than what Obama did.
I think so too.
Yeah. We can also move into, because we didn't really talk for long.
We only have about 30 minutes.
Yeah. We can do talk about Black Lives Matter.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
Yeah. We can move into that because I was gonna tell you that we should talk about this sometime later, but since we have time, I guess we can do it now and maybe do it later too. Don't finish, but yeah. So Black Lives Matter. I don't know if you know this. People donate money to them.
Yeah, sounds alright.
However, Black Lives Matter helps fund all the rioting that's going on. So in turn, people that give money to Black Lives Matter are helping cause more riots, which in turn then destroys black businesses, which is who they're trying to help. And then they're saying how bad everything is. Also, the Democratic or not Democratic Party. What was it? I really want to say it was CNN.
Surprise.
It was either Democratic Party or CNN. They came out with a thing saying that if Trump wins, the rioting will like get worse. If Biden wins, it will stop.
This sounds like a threat.
Yeah. No. I'm like, so why would it stop if Biden became president? Like
Because people like Biden, and at the same time, if you don't vote for Biden, you're not black. So
yeah, that's fair.
Right.
So yeah.
There's
But-
too many things about this topic that are extremely controversial that I
But it's really bad when a congressman, whether you like Congress or not, which there's some Congress people in there that are just not shouldn't be in there. But there's some good ones. There's a few, or that try, and they get attacked by a mob, and they have to have police come to help escort them to the hotel, and they have to use bikes as barricades and their bodies. Like that's not good.
No.
And also, when the officers got punched in the face, had to get stitches, and guess what? The person that did it went free. That is the most stupid thing I've ever seen.
You also notice
First,
how about
that judge should be fired. Like that judge should go to prison for that.
Yeah. I agree.
But at the same time, it's like this kind of needs to stop at this point. Like it's literally just Democrats who are wanting to cause mayhem to make Trump look bad, and all Trump can do is just be like, well, there's only really two things we can do. Either A, we have to send a full police force in, or if that doesn't work, we have to send the full military, which both of those are not the best ideas because then you'll have brutality on both sides, but people will probably end up dying from that. Because the police force really use force. And if that doesn't work and he has to send in the military, that ain't gonna go well, Chief.
Yeah,
they can use more force than what the police did.
There's I had someone in my chat who's my Twitch chat who's a regular, and she is black, and I think she's a little young, but this is actually one of the things that I'm just kind of getting sick of, my chat is kind of turning into a political war zone at certain times, i.e., Tommy talking about his political beliefs. But anyway, she was kind of ranting about BLM for a while, and you don't like her and Tommy were just going at it about things, and I'm not gonna lie, I was agreeing with most of everything Tommy was saying, because Tommy is against it. I have nothing against blacks, truly. I do have something against Black Lives Matter, though. The organization is horrible. Horrible organization.
If you're gonna give money to someone, just give it to the NAACP or like an actual.
And something that actually does something. It's not violence.
It's like Black I forget what the other one. An NAACP, and then there's another one, but I forget the name of it. Yeah, just give money to them. Like,
just do something.
I mean, even though, like, everyone's equal in America. I mean, it's not bad to have an organization that tries to help a certain group of people. That, like, some people need help. So, even that goes for whites too. Blacks, yellows, oranges,
yellow, or Trump, purples.
Like religious stuff. Like literally, there's so many things that you could have a support group for, and all a support group needs to be in America is just a way of being like, hey, we'll help you if you need it, and those people that do, good. You got a little bit of a support system help you get back on your feet, but
this is just rioting.
The belief that all these African Americans are getting shot because of racism is insanely just false.
I mean, you can't. I mean, at the same time, you also just kind of can't say it doesn't. It does happen. It's rare that it does happen. It's just kind of getting blown out of proportion.
This is not on race, though. It's
more or less. I mean, usually, yeah. Usually, you check Twitter and you see
like
Sorry, we keep cutting each other off. Go ahead.
I said that a police officer shoots someone wrongly, which I haven't really seen a case that it was. Just pointing that out, because all of the people that have been shot had criminal backgrounds, or were doing a criminal action when the police showed up. But if a police officer shoots someone mistakenly, the police officer normally is arrested or put to prison for quite some time.
I mean, for example,
or he is retired, or he has to retire.
Yeah. Well, like George Floyd, after all that debacle, the cop did go to prison, didn't he? Pretty sure he did.
But he wasn't the only cop there.
No. But he was the one who actually did it.
All of different races all got in trouble.
Yeah.
Now, all those cops should have done something. And no, I don't think it's a bad thing that happened. But also, George Floyd had a criminal background.
Yeah.
So, like, yes, it's a bad thing that happened. Yes, the police officers were in the right to put him on the ground, because of that is a good reason to do so. Now, doing the neck might not have been the best option, and the police officers suffered for that consequence. But like, there was a video of cops, and this guy was on like drugs and stuff, and they just kind of let him sit there, and then he started like moving around, so they put him on the floor or on the ground, which was really just concrete. But like, they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't put a knee on him, on his back or neck or whatever, and they just arrested him. Now, I think they should have done more, because I'm pretty sure he was on ALC or something, and he was going to hurt himself. But like, Yeah. Also, if you want to say that cops need more training, I think
That's
that's a good
valid.
argument. That's I mean, you can only train them for so much.
Yeah.
That's the thing to come to. Like, yes, you can train them in all these things, but what are they actually going to remember? That's because when it comes down to it, there's those split second choices. And if it's like making an arrest, it's, well, what do I remember? And there's sometimes people forget a lot of stuff they learned in training because, well, you're sitting there learning a lot.
Yeah. Wait,
And
I
there's
didn't.
different things you have to do and all this. Now, if they want to make it the police academy longer and have more developments in it, where it's like, oh, this is how you deal with this kind of person. This is how you deal with this kind of person. But that's not necessarily a job of the police. So then you would have to ask yourself, what is the main purpose of the police,
Yeah.
and how is that supposed to be enforced? So, yeah, that was my rant.
Okay. I shouldn't look at Twitter.
No,
I see hashtag Trump rally. The first one I see is Jim Jones, Donald Trump. See the difference? Yeah, me neither. I'm pretty positive. Wait, hold on. Jim Jones. Wasn't he the guy that made everyone drink the Kool-Aid? Hold on.
I don't remember.
Yep, it was Jonestown. Yep, he was. Are you really comparing the president to the cultist pastor guy who made him and his followers, and those followers' children who did nothing, drink cyanide Kool-Aid and killed themselves? You're comparing them. Are you kidding me? Are you retarded?
Didn't you hear
Oh
Trump?
my
He says
gosh.
how much he loves Kool-Aid.
Hold on. This person in the comments said, "I see a difference. Jim Jones is a good-looking man, charismatic, elegant, willing to die along with his supporters. Can't say anything about that about Trump. Are you kidding? You're literally telling me the cultist guy who killed all of his followers is better than Trump. Oh my gosh. Twitter is retarded." The only picture on my head when I see hashtag Trump rally trending is a picture of the KKK. Oh, speaking of the KKK, a lot of people are comparing Black Lives Matter and KKK to the same. Not as the same, but kind of the same. Except complete opposites. Except for the fact that a lot of BLM supporters are 90% white.
The thing is that KKK was made to stop blacks from going to the north, and also make them seem like, what was the term?
Hmm.
Zombies that were after your white women to rape them. That's what they were trying to make every single black person look like or seem like. These people that are not even people, like these things that need to be kept and secured by white men to make sure they don't destroy America, which is false to begin with. And I mean, they came out with a few movies about it, which were really racist.
Yeah.
But they really didn't end up working. They had to pass legislation to stop them doing, because they tried hanging and, yeah, not good things.
Yeah.
But comparing that to Black Lives Matter is just a group of people that just don't like our system and would rather have a socialist economy,
Basically.
or wanting socialism, and in turn they're trying to destroy everything, because they believe that America is not a good country, and that our president, who hasn't done anything wrong other than maybe get on Twitter too much, that's really the only thing you can accuse him of,
Hmm.
uh, is like this Hitler. It's just saying, to prove a point, uh, Hitler was a part of a socialist party, and the Nazis were a socialist party. Two, um, Trump doesn't like war, and
Yeah.
Hitler does, or Hitler did. So,
Hitler was a coward.
and
Though.
one was German.
Hmm?
Oh, and I don't believe Trump has served in war, which
I don't think so either.
so yeah, there's another big difference. I mean, there's several, but yeah. Yeah, Black Lives Matter, I would say is more of there isn't really I can say that would like correlate it to anything. Um I mean, there's been riots in countries to like overthrow the government,
Hmm.
which might be closer to it. Black Lives Matter, but it's not the same because people that are trying to overthrow in other countries are trying to do that because, well, the person actually is terrible.
Yeah.
So most of the cases, at least. So yeah, that's a very
Sorry. Okay.
interesting.
I keep getting sidetracked. I apologize. Well, the number one trending on Twitter currently is possible signs of life found in the clouds of Venus. That's fun.
Signs of life.
According to that's what this is. Signs of life. Possible signs of life found in the clouds of
Possible
Venus.
signs of life on Mars.
Yeah.
But we haven't found anything.
Oh, I also thought this is kind of funny. Joe Rogan, right? Or
Mhm.
of him. Apparently, someone tweeted and said on my podcast, Joe Rogan, he offered to moderate a debate between Joe Biden and real Donald Trump. It'll be 4 hours with no live audience, just the two candidates' cameras and their visions of how to move this country forward. And Trump agreed to it.
Of course.
He just said, I do. Biden, on the other hand, hasn't done much about it. People are people are talking to him. That would be honestly so funny. Just a Joe Rogan, Trump, Biden thing. Nothing. But that's not going to happen because Biden couldn't have his little handlers around to tell him what's happening. They had to sit him down, tell him where he's at, give him a glass of milk.
Also, he would have to have his own speech.
Yeah.
Which we know
He would
how
have
that
to.
goes.
He would have to read from a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm. That wouldn't go well.
No. No. Oh,
Biden is lucky on so many levels that we don't have a normal election this year. Because if we did, the like social media questions that get asked, as it like them able to go back and forth at each other during like the I forgot the campaign. What's it? Or they're all in the room speaking. I forget what the name of it is, but yeah,
Debates. No.
yeah, the debates.
I'm honestly, I am usually not interested in the debates. I want to watch it this year. I'm
We're
honestly
not gonna have it. It looks like
debates. Seriously? No. Well, here we are.
Yeah, I don't-
Presidential debate time: September 29th, October 15th, October 22nd. I just googled it. I was honestly curious because I legit want to. This is gonna be a train wreck.
Oh gosh, this is going to be interesting.
Honestly,
I really thought they were just not going to do them this year.
Yeah, even watching
which
Pence
might be in the
and
Democratic interest.
That's fair. That's very fair. Even Pence and Harris going at it is going to be kind of interesting. I might watch this year. I usually don't because I usually don't care.
We're definitely watching it. We're definitely going to watch it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It gives us content.
Oh, it's content. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Okay. Oh, and this is kind of something popped in my head. Do you remember, I think it was a few weeks ago, the stuff that was happening in Kenosha there was shootings happening in Kenosha and stuff. Because there was a buttload of riots, and then a buttload of people
Riots
came in
and
with
shootings.
ARs and stuff, and a kid named Kyle Rittenhouse. I don't know if you recognize that name or not. He had an AR, and he was 17. He was 17. Currently, he's on trial because he shot fatally 2 people and injured 1. Personally, I think he was self-defense, but there's so much that was happening in that situation. It was insane. For one, he was 17. He drove 30 miles, and he couldn't have an AR because he was 17. So that was one thing they could get him on. He was basically being attacked by a mob of people, about 30 people chasing him. He fell to the ground, and 2 people attacked him. He shot 2 of them as they were attacking him. One with a skateboard, yes. Killed that one. Another one came at him, killed that one. And then one was... Okay, one of them got shot in the bicep. Ripped 90% of his bicep off. Good for him.
Yeah, that was the guy with the gun.
He had a gun, yes. And it's insane. He's currently... He turned himself in the next day.
Yeah. Well, he went that night and told the police what happened, and then he drove home.
Well, he said that he went there in the first place because, according to some of the interviews that they were doing with just like him, he was protecting a store that he was called in to do. And it just got out of hand very fast.
And he had medical service.
Yeah,
and
he was giving medical.
Like he was there to be helpful.
Yeah.
Or trying to be. And in turn, that happened, which, yeah. And now they're like saying how bad he is because he went across the border.
Well, they're just thinking about all that crap.
The police got his, like, he went to the police and told them what happened, and then they got a report, and he was allowed to leave and go to bed. I mean, if you're going to run away from the police, you're not going to go back to your house and spend the night, wake up 10 o'clock in the morning, and then he turned himself in. Like, he went back. So I don't see a big thing with this. I mean, he should have just stayed, but at the same time, 17 kind of just went through traumatic levels of everything. Shot people. Kind of needs some alone time.
Yeah.
Not away. You need stuff to get away from people, especially since you're not used to that.
Yeah.
And even in the video, he didn't want to, like, he waited for them to get really close to him. Like,
he did.
Closer than what I would have been okay with.
So, apparently he shot like the video I'm kind of thinking of is when he was running. That's the video I can't remember. There was so much video. There was even a video beforehand that it kind of showed he actually killed someone, because I'm pretty sure I can't exactly remember the situation that happened before there. I'm pretty sure they just got too close and they actually started to hit him, like almost hitting him at least. And then he walked away, called his friend and said, "I just killed someone." And then the call got interrupted because people are yelling and screaming to kill him. They started running down the road with about 30 people chasing him. Guy with a skateboard. He fell. Skateboard guy came up, tried to beat the crap out of him, killed him. And then, usually that kind of stopped him. One guy hesitated, the guy with the gun.
Well, he even shot up in the air trying to, like, warn them off that, hey, I have this thing here.
This is my boomstick.
But yeah, that didn't even work. Yeah. And then, like, burning all the stores in it just isn't.
It's a stupid situation. And I'm kind of just reading up. I was kind of curious about how his trial is going currently. Obviously, they're trying to go for self-defense, which I obviously think is right. Even if you just watch the video, it makes sense that it was a self-defense. Like, he was running. I mean, he no longer was the aggressor at that point. I don't even think even beforehand when he killed the other person, you could say he was the aggressor, because he wasn't. He was running. He was obviously the victim. He fell. People were going to attack him. He was afraid for his life or his bodily harm, and he did action, and I think that he was good. I mean, I'm just kind of reading this. It said that let's see.
Also, you would think after shooting one person they would back off, but no.
Nope.
No.
Rittenhouse would have to show he reasonably believed he had to shoot to prevent his death or serious injury. Okay. There's
Skateboard,
there's
gun.
videos everywhere. Milwaukee attorney who handles it would be challenging for Rittenhouse lawyers to successfully argue self-defense when neither of the men killed is said to have carried a gun or other clearly lethal weapons. A video shows that one of the men who had a skateboard and prosecutors wrote a video indicated that third man Rittenhouse wounded had a gun. I mean, spoons can be lethal weapons if used correctly.
That was on video.
Yeah. Rudy, go away!
They argued it was a phone.
Well,
Yes,
I hate the.
to, you know.
I hate the whole. Well, what do they even say? Let's see. A clearly lethal weapon. Anything can be a freaking lethal weapon. Like fork. See this fork right here? I can stab this into someone's brain, and that'll kill him.
No, just watch Matt Damon. That's all you need to do to know.
Yeah, John Wick.
Yeah.
Honestly, literally anything can be a lethal weapon. Like that skateboard, if used correctly, could do a lot of damage to his body. Major brain damage if hit him in the right spots. Apparently it did. He actually did hit him with the skateboard, right across the left shoulder. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that's actually when he started shooting. He was that close. He saw the skateboard was actually it hit him, and he shot, killed him, just like that. This entire hour has been mismatched so much right now. It's insane.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. But collectively, yeah, Black Lives Matter is just to... Actually, you know what? Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. Change my mind.
I agree. No, I'm not going to. Also, I like how people around here are supporting Antifa. Like, are you kidding me? Antifa is just one of the most confusing groups to me. It's anti-fascism, and by combating anti-fascism, they're doing it, and they're being stupid. It's just dumb. Who here is a fascist? I haven't even heard that word in a very long time, except for Hitler.
Oh, Hitler was socialist.
He was a fascist.
Well, that too, but
I mean, he was a lot of things.
It was a socialist party.
It was a socialist party,
yeah,
but
believed in, but had a fascist.
Yeah.
Beliefs. Yeah, there's none.
Yeah, this was protest in Kenosha. It was protest over a cop killed a black guy in Kenosha. I think I read up on it, and it was totally justifiable.
Yeah, it was the guy that stole the keys from a girl and had a record, and
he's not dead.
Told him to put his hands up, and he didn't, and he tried getting in the car, and they shot him.
Yeah.
Oh, and his either his girlfriend or whatever had a thing out for him. Yeah, I think he had a warrant out for abuse. I think it was abuse. No, sexual assault and harassment. There it was. He had a warrant out for that too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh wow, he's not dead either. He got shot 7 times in the back. I think they said that he is paralyzed. I believe he was shot when.
Yeah, I believe that. Paralyzed. 7 bullets in the back.
He was.
I'm surprised he lived.
He was shot when he opened the doors to his SUV and leaned in. 3 of Blake's sons were in the back seat at the time. That's just that I can agree that's bad. That's sucky.
The thing is, though, how would you know if they're in the back seat?
I mean, yeah. I mean, even looking at this video, the back seat is like limo. It's dark. You can't even see through the windows.
Yeah, like you. Also, the guy shouldn't have. He should have said, "Hey, my kids are in the car. Like, don't get in the car." There's
Yeah,
so
but
many things that went wrong.
it wasn't this civil. Yeah. Earlier in the encounter, Blake had been tasered and scuffled with officers. The police shooting was followed by protests, include rallies, property damage, arson, and clash with the police. 2 protesters were also shot in the confrontation with an armed civilian. Wonder who that was.
Huh.
And those in the part of Black Lives Matter movements. Black Lives Matter. I like this.
The chief of staff retired.
Really?
The chief of staff, I'm pretty sure, of Kenosha stepped down.
I would be surprised. Yeah, hold on, I just love this. As part of the Black Lives Matter movement, let's go up a little bit. Rallies, marches, property damage, arson, and clashes with police. Black Lives Matter movement. Like, what? I don't even know why you would want a movement that would be associated with just arson and burning. Just why?
Terrorism?
Basically,
You don't want to move in terrorism. That's what it is.
Is it straight? It actually is straight up terrorism. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm not being wrong.
He was not
Even
prohibited.
if they killed someone, I'm pretty sure the news would not have anything to do with it.
He was not permitted to be on the premises, and they had taken her car keys and refusing to give them back. Officers were also informed the dispatcher that he was a wanted alert for someone at the address indicated by police code. Blah, blah. Blake had a warrant for his arrest from July based on the charges of third-degree sexual assault, trespassing, and disorderly conduct in connection with domestic abuse. The women who called 911 on August 23rd to report that Blake had stolen her keys was the same woman who had previously filed the criminal complaints alleging that Blake had sexually assaulted her. Both Kenosha Police Chief the officers dispatched on August 23rd were aware of the pending warrant for Blake for the arrival on scene. Blake had pulled his car up near 6 or 7 women shouting at each other on the sidewalk, and Blake did not say anything to the women. According to other witnesses, Blake was trying to intervene between 2 women who were arguing when police arrived. According to the police union, the officers were dispatched because of the complaint that Blake was attempting to steal the caller's keys and vehicle. Officers
with kids in it.
Yeah.
Kids in it.
Yeah. Officers attempted to subdue Blake, and 2 officers used tasers on him. And a bystander recorded a video of the incident, told reporters that he heard the police yelling, "Drop the knife." The bystanders also stated, "I didn't see any weapons in his hand. He wasn't being violent." The police union said that Blake was armed with a knife in his left hand, and officers did not initially see it. And he forcefully fought with the officers, including putting one of them in a headlock while ignoring orders to drop the knife. Based on the inability to gain compliance and officers overusing verbal, physical, and less lethal means, the officers drew their firearms. The police union added, one of Blake's attorneys disputed the version of the calling it overblown. I mean, 7 shots might be a little much. That the police officers were the aggressors and immediately became physical with Blake upon arriving at the scene. I doubt that 3 cops immediately would start shooting him as soon as they saw him. Highly doubt that. Even if one of them was, the rest of them wouldn't.
Yeah. Also, there's not 7 bullets in a clip, so we know it's not one person.
Well, how much does the Glock have? I had like 9.
I thought it was 6.
Glock 18 has.
It might be 8.
It's 9 mil. I think it's 8 or 9. The Glock 18 accepts typical Glock magazines from 10 to 17 rounds. Holy crap. So,
I've never seen a 17 round.
I haven't either. But I want to.
I've never seen one.
But I want to.
Extended mag. Yeah, the thing is that there's no way one cop did that many shots into someone, and the other 2 police just stood there. Also,
I'll be home.
The cops came in probably aggressively. You probably right, because they had a warrant for abuse and sexual harassment or assault.
Yeah.
You know what that means? The guy is probably not nice.
Yeah, you'd think. Okay. By the way, it said he shot 7 shots towards him. I'm pretty sure it said only 4 actually hit.
Well, that just proves that either the cop has really good aim or really bad aim.
Well, I think he was really
Cop.
close. Wait. Blake walked to the driver's side of his vehicle, followed by Officer Cheshky and another officer with handguns drawn. Cheshky attempted to grab Blake, and then when Blake opened the driver's side door and leaned in, Cheshky grabbed him and fired 7 shots towards Blake's back. According to Blake's attorney, only 4 of the shots hit Blake. Press conference. So the knife was recovered from the driver's side floor bed of the car. Was leaning into when he was shot in the back. Said that Blake told investigators that he had a knife, though declined to describe the knife or say if it was related to the shooting. Really? The cops say he had a knife in his hand. A knife was found in the car. We're not gonna say if on the driver's side where he was shot. We're not gonna say if that was or not used. The knife in the same situation.
Even if it wasn't, the guy went in and could have grabbed the knife. So either way, yeah, you getting shot.
Yeah, it's just an easy thing at that point. I'm over an hour now. If you want to end it, whatever. Yeah. Oh, he's paralyzed from the waist down, but the doctors do not know if it will be permanent.
Oh, well, that's impressive.
Gunshot wounds to one arm, damage to his stomach, kidney, and liver. He had to have most of his small intestine and colon removed.
So really, he's stripped. Yeah, from the inside out.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Also, just saying that means he didn't die. So people that are going out being like, "You killed him," he didn't die. He's just paralyzed.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. September 4th, Blake pleaded not guilty to the July sexual assault charge. I mean, good for him. Why?
Yeah. But if he didn't, he still had a warrant.
Why is Bungie trending? Oh, Bungie as in the ones that made Destiny.
Oh.
Microsoft apparently is buying them.
I'm like, I have no idea why that's. Okay, well, on that note, I think Trump should get it, and Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization.
I honestly forgot where it even came from. This has gone so far from where we initially started.
And
yeah. Antifa sucks. BLM bad organization. Trump good. Don't at me.
Yeah, and Wednesday we'll do probably another gaming thing, and then maybe Friday do finish the Biden campaign. Oh boy.
And then on the 29th, I do want to watch the debate.
Is that on Monday?
Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday night. No.
We'll watch it during.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then Wednesday we can talk about it. Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay. In that case, ending this.